Aries, this is for July 2022 or whenever you find it. Sun, Moon, Rising, heavy placements in Aries. There is some sort of inability to let go of a type of trouble, a cycle that keeps happening over and over again. It's like worst nightmares playing over and over again in your head. Maybe mental health comes into play, but there is this, what's crossing is there's harmony brought to the situation. So whatever troubles that were becoming solidifying in your life, they're becoming tangible problems from fear, thoughts of the mind becoming physical manifestations within the scheme of your life at this time. Seems like there's harmony being brought to this, or there's decisions that are being made, big decisions that are being bringing kind of a softness to this kind of recurring nightmare that you've been going through. In the past, I see you being very stuck, unable to move forward. There's a progression here. So from the past into the present, there is this kind of freeing oneself from one's own mental anguish. But it took things getting worse before they could get better. And right now, either you are partnering with somebody who's helping you get better, to make the situation better, or your partner is getting better within the situation. They're the ones going through this problem. Or you yourself are getting better from a decision that you've made in regards to this. What you're aware of, that great change is brought among you right now, is being brought to the forefront right now, surrounding your whole situation. Great change is here and moving you forward into the future. What you might not be completely seeing right now is that there's some sort of restriction, some sort of bondage that you have to something that's maybe made you feel safe, but might just be delusional. So you may be holding on to something or someone, a situation that you feel makes you feel protected and stronger stability-wise, but really it may not be what you think it is, or this fear has been kind of like a rock in your life, and it's been all that you've known for a while and that you've built upon, and now that's kind of now that that's dissolving, that the illusions are coming to the surface to be examined because of this great change. You are having to kind of subconsciously reorganize yourself, kind of be reborn. And so you may not know all of the changes that you're going through, but you can see that they're happening, and there'll be more to come that you may not even have anticipated under the surface. I see that you are being advised from Spirit to swoop in on an opportunity that brings you happiness. This would be something new that's coming up. And that may have to do with the greater scheme of things in society. It may have to do with this blessing that's been a long time wish of yours or a long time desire. There's this newfound healing as well. So taking this new start after a time of darkness in one's own mind, there's emotional happiness being brought back into the picture here. And I see that this is something that's long overdue, but you have to go for it. You have to take this new leaf and make it what you wish. It's not going to do it on its own. And I see that there's, from this illusion, if we add one more cup, we get the 8 of Cups up here. So walking away from any kind of previous ideals, things that we might not even known we idealized, that are not serving us anymore in our tangible reality. It will bring great healing, it's saying. Other people are celebrating life, celebrating this event. There might have been an external event that happens where people are rejoicing, and there'll be weddings and such, births of things. But you might not seem as interested in these events or invitations from friends or potential friends, and they see you as being kind of to yourself, very quiet and taking in a lot. You might be more of the wallflower, but there is something being extended to you from this newfound bundle. It's like a bundle of joy. It's like there's like a birth of a baby. So it's very, very well that you could be dealing with somebody who's had some postpartum depression, maybe. And this could have been a friend of yours. They're getting better. There could have been a big situation in someone's life, and it could have been a wish fulfillment, but it also could have been a very taxing on them, and there could have been a lot of other things that came up emotionally for them during this process and this experience. There are good wishes and goodwill being extended to you. And there's a progression. So other people might see you as being kind of not satisfied with what's this newfound thing, that's this newfound, this potential, this new start, as you may feel. Like they might see you as being like not quite satisfied. Like there could be something more. I thought this was going to be something more. I thought it was going to be more than what I thought it would be more of what I wanted in my mind, but in reality it's not. These are also idealism cards. This is over idealistic, dreamy, cloudy. This can also be dreamy and cloudy because we're looking off at what we think we should have or what we thought we would have, and we're not seeing what we got here, which is, so if you're hard up on friends right now, I really want you to take a look at what's going on in your life, because it seems like you have them here, but you're feeling like maybe because of what's been going on with you, you're not seeing things so clearly. And it would be nice to be able to realize that there are people here for you that are ready to help you come into this new chapter, this happier chapter in your life, and celebrate with you. The High Priestess is also the records. I see her as like the Akashic records. She sees all. She knows who she's been in past lives. She knows who she is in this one. She sees between the duality of everything and the dark sides and the light sides of certain people in her life. So she may, unless she's kind of gotten very clear on what she sees, because she sees most of what most don't see, she will have to get clear on the balance of her clarity on certain things in her life. So getting clear on who's going to be good for me and who's not going to be good for me, or what I want and what I don't want. These are things that the High Priestess may have a harder time with, because she, although she is the priestess, she's the witch, she's the wise and knowing one, she also knows that everything is everything. So it doesn't really leave room for solid, tangible decision making. But that's how people are seeing you. They're seeing you as being the one that's maybe staying quiet and kind of being a little to yourself. Maybe thinking about this new baby that's come into your life, this brand new, oh, here's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a new little something that I want to start, or it's a new little something that's been offered to me, or there's this love that I've, got lingering around the corner and people can see it. They see you as keeping quiet about it. There's something that you're keeping quiet about that's kind of mysterious to other people. What you're hoping for, to get away from maybe the delusions, to make a choice and turn your back on something that has not been emotionally cracked up to what you thought it would be. And you might be a little worried about how long it's going to take for you to come into the realization of when you'll get what you actually want. Maybe you're afraid if you walk away now, you'll be waiting a really long time for this potential to happen, to come to fruition. But maybe starting over will be a challenge for you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's more of a financial struggle that's keeping you from moving forward emotionally from something that hasn't been serving you emotionally, to walk towards something that maybe will, a future potential. It's a step back in terms of maybe finances or resources, but a step forward in happiness and fulfillment and the potential of that. In the end, whatever struggles you've had in the past will make you wiser. You won't be afraid to face challenges because you'll have some experience from the situation. You'll be celebrating this triumph over this really difficult time in your life. And you'll be completing a cycle that not everyone can say that they've achieved in this life. It's no easy feat to get the world card. The cut that the Queen of Swords makes is one that's final, that is intelligent. She cuts what does not serve her higher purpose in order to move forward. She thinks rationally and logically. She doesn't over-idealize love or her emotions. She thinks that those things are good, but knows that in finality, she will use her mind's eye to make her decisions. And the best ones for her will be done in that manner. But maybe in love before, there were some things that were holding her back, or maybe the harmony of situation was what was keeping her stuck, because she didn't want to upset the apple cart. It seems like no matter what happens, there is whatever was being held on to in the deep recesses of the mind was toxic and only fulfilled a certain old paradigm. And now that that's been cut out, there is a celebration, a coming together of friends, of connections, and harmony is being brought into place, moving out of stagnation with great change. A great change is being celebrated, and there is this exercising an editorial nature on our life that ends up bringing us full circle and into great achievements. Wishes come true with an opportunity. As long as we keep a level head and balance our emotions and our logic, our mind. All right, Aries. That was your July 2022. Have a good one. Bye.